Good day everyone, I am Dessirie Aganon, a Level 3 nursing student of the College of Nursing at the University of Northern Philippines. Today I will going to perform the 12-lead ECG placement. But first, let us know what is ECG. ECG and EKG are the same, which means electrocardiogram. This records electrical signals from your heart to check for your heart conditions. Electrodes are placed in your chest to record your heart electrical signals which cause your heart to beat. The signals are shown as waves, the PQRST wave. Next, let us know what are the supplies needed in preparing the patient for ECG. First is the 10 electrode stickers. Next is alcohol prep to cleanse the areas. Last is the strip of abrasive tape used to rough up the epidermis so that the electrodes will stick properly. So let us know what are the things to consider before placing the electrodes. First, if the patient has a lot of hairs in his or her chest, we will instruct the patient that we will be going to shave or trim their hairs in their chest in order to the electrodes to stick properly and get an accurate results. Second, instruct the patient to eliminate metals like wristwatch or coins in their pockets. Make sure that the patient is comfortable and the environment is safe, like the temperature. Most importantly, place the electrodes properly because even the slightest deviation from the correct position can create clinical significant changes. First, we're gonna do is to place the limb leads, which are the right arm, right leg, and left leg. In putting the limb leads, we can either put them at the chest or in the extremities. Let us begin placing the right arm and left arm. Next is the right leg and left leg. But first, cleanse the area. Let it dry. Then rough it up with abrasive tape for the electrodes to stick properly. Circular motion. Let it dry. The right arm and the left arm is placed mid-clavicular. Next is placing the right and left leg. So the left and right leg is placed right upper quadrant. So cleanse the area. Let it dry. Then rough it up. Next is the right leg, right upper quadrant. Cleanse the area. Then rough it up. In our situation, we assume that the patient is naked. Now let's place our chest leads, which includes V1, V2, V3, V4, V5 to V6. But first, we need to find the intercostal spaces and best to follow the way of identifying the landmarks. First, find the external nut, which is found in between the clavicles. Then go down slightly and we're gonna feel protrusion or a little hump, which is called the angle of Lewis or the external angle. The external nut is placed or located in between the clavicles. So this is the external nut. And the angle of Lewis is here. Then, we're gonna place V1 first. Go to the right of the external angle and we're going to be in the second intercostal space. But V1 is placed in the fourth intercostal space in the right sternum. So, in her right, the external nut, angle of Lewis, then right, 2, 3, 4. This is the fourth intercostal space, which is the V1 we will place. Cleanse the area. Then let it dry. Rough it up. Next is V2, which will be placed right beside V1 of the opposite side. So V2 is in the fourth intercostal space, left sternum. The external nut, angle of Lewis, 2, 3, 4. Again, cleanse the area. Let it dry, then rough it up. We're gonna skip V3 for a second and go to V4 first. V4 is placed at the fifth intercostal space mid-clavicularly. So, fifth intercostal space, the sternal knot, angle of Lewis, 2, 3, 4, then 5. Again, cleanse the area. Let it dry, then rough it up. Mid-clavicularly. Then we're gonna go back to V3 because V3 is in between V2 and V4. First, cleanse the area. Then let it dry. Rough it up. V5 then is leveled with V4 and it's gonna be on the left anterior mid-clavicular line. Cleanse the area. Let it dry, then rough it up in order for the electrodes to stick properly. Make sure that the electrodes stick properly in order to get accurate results. The last one is V6, which is again leveled with V5, but it's in the mid-axillary line. Again, cleanse the area. Then let it dry. Rough it up. Mid-axillary, leveled with V5. And we're done. Let's sum it up. The limb bleeds, which are the right arm, left arm, right leg, left leg. Then the chest leads, V1, V2, V3, V4, V5, then V6.